Lou Ferrigno. Yeah, Lou Ferrigno. Fuck that guy.
Hello and welcome to Misfits on Vinyl. My name is Spencer Streichert. I'm an actor, comedian, and one of your hosts.
My name is Aaron. I am also one of your hosts.
Aaron is also an accomplished actor.
Yeah, accomplished. Relax.
You are you are in the top 100 actors in Calgary.
Yeah?
Because you work.
Sometimes, yeah. But I don't work for money. The last thing I did was for free.
But you got cast in something.
It's true.
So you're in the top 100.
It's true. Okay.
I think there's like 120 actors in the city, probably.
Really? I think there's more.
Probably. Well, there's probably more people that call themselves actors.
Yeah.
But
I'm not one of those people. I don't call myself an actor.
No, exactly. And so that's what squeaks you into the top 100.
Yeah, okay.
Because you're getting work.
Yeah.
And you don't have to talk about it all the time. You don't have to be talking about it, which is the main thing.
It's true, yeah. No,
so I would say that you are one of the top 100 actors.
Yeah, I wouldn't say accomplished. That was a little bit of a stretch.
I would say accomplished.
I know you got shorts on, so you feel like you can, stretch it out.
I can stretch it out. I can feel it. Look,
yeah,
I can do yoga in these shorts.
You are an accomplished actor.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I don't know
shut
about
the fuck
that.
up.
I wouldn't say I'm an accomplished actor. I mean, I'm no Lou Ferrigno.
It's true. Lou's the best, actually.
Lou is such a good actor.
I tell you one time, Lou.
Yeah.
One story about
Sweet Lou.
Yeah, Sweet Lou. This was at some sort of entertainment expo.
Yeah, like a big entertainment expo that we may or may not have been doing a live podcast at.
There was a man there who
used to be on a TV show in the 70s.
Used to be on a TV show in the 70s with a man who is currently on TV shows in the modern times.
Yes.
And Lou Ferrigno said frig no. Snubbed our boy.
So let's give the full story because we
didn't.
Okay, I held back at the expo.
We did
because I didn't want to offend the expo. Because they obviously had to pay Lou probably like $20 to go there.
Yeah, it's true.
Because he had so much happening.
They had to pay him in protein shakes.
Yeah,
and Metamucil. Yeah.
He also So what happened was Aaron and I got to the expo early on Friday.
Yes.
And we were walking around handing out flyers,
doing some promo,
meeting some people. We got to meet a Jon Snow cosplayer who fucking looked like Jon Snow.
Yes.
His name was Don, so we called him Don Snow.
Yeah.
There was an 8-foot tall fucking Chewbacca walking around that was cool. The guy was on stilts. There was a bunch of cool stuff there. I met some furries. I believe that they were furries anyways. I think so.
Yeah, I believe so as
Anybody
well.
dressed like that, I think, is probably a furry.
Yeah, I think so. They had paws on. Like a wolf mask, and they were both wearing mini skirts.
Yeah. It was... No, the mouth did not move.
They
had the really big, scary eyes, though.
Yeah.
But anyways, so they're obviously at the expos like this, there's a lot of stuff that you can do. You can pay money to take a photo with celebrities.
Yes.
And I budgeted myself for the day. I said I had $150 for total experience. I went over by $20, partially because of this fucking reason. So... we see Lou Ferrigno, and as auteurs of pop culture, we knew who he was.
I did, yeah.
I don't think that anybody outside of this room, our age, knows who he is.
I brought up Lou Ferrigno and telling this story to other people, and I'd say 9 out of 10 people, not that I told 10 people, but 9 out of 10 people would have said who.
Yeah.
Yeah, half the people I told went who?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, it's the Hulk.
And then they're like, he's Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah, he's Mark Ruffalo? No, he's not.
No.
He's Ed Norton? No.
6 Hulks ago.
He's not Ed Norton.
So we see Lou Ferrigno sitting there looking sad because there's nobody at his lineup.
Yeah.
At all. It was and the place was packed. There was just nobody going to see Lou Ferrigno. So we were like, let's go get a picture with Lou Ferrigno. They don't take cash, or they don't take debit, so I had to get cash, which was annoying. But I get cash, I come back, and then I paid for it. Well, Aaron is standing beside me, and I'm like, yes, I'm excited for us to get a picture. Let's get a picture with Lou Ferrigno. Not let's as in I'm talking about myself in multiple. I'm saying me and Aaron.
Yes.
And then Lou walks around, doesn't say hi to me or anything, like doesn't even shake my hand.
No.
And then the staff lady has my phone to take the picture, and I was like, "Yeah, Aaron, come over here." And he's like, all of a sudden, Lou just goes, "No, one per photo." And I was like, "Oh." And then I just have a picture of me with Lou Ferrigno.
It was so awkward.
He doesn't even look happy in the photo.
No, well, they took like 3. They got all the angles of Lou.
They did.
Lou had his arm like in a flex position.
Yeah.
I was cringing on the inside. The whole situation was quite cringy.
It was pretty uncomfortable. And then he just turned around and went back to his seat.
He just walked away. Yeah.
Yeah. So fuck Lou.
Yeah.
Fuck Lou Ferrigno. Now we're starting a beef with a 71-year-old man.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't think he knows how to use the internet, so he's never going to start a beef
probably
back with
not.
us.
Probably not.
But other than that, the expo was good.
I had a great time.
Although I will say, I do wish that I had spent the $50 to get a picture with the sloth.
Yeah,
instead of one with Lou Ferrigno.
That's the first thing we saw. They had sloths there. It's like, take a picture with a sloth.
Yeah, and I would have fucking loved that. That would have been a way cooler thing.
Yeah, they had something else there too. Some other animal. I don't remember.
Yeah, they had boas. They had snakes,
and there was a wallaby.
There was a wallaby.
There was a wallaby.
A wallaby.
A wallaby.
Wallaby.
A wallaby.
All right, it's a wallaby.
Look at a couple of accomplished actors here doing accent
Couple
work.
of accomplished actors. We're pretending to be from Australia.
From Boston.
Hey, my boy is wicked smart, all right?
Yeah, I had a great time at the expo. It was fun. Sam joined us shortly. Well, a couple hours after we got there. We bopped around a little bit, saw the sights, did the things. Lots of anime.
Met some cool fucking other podcasters.
Yes, met some other cool podcasters.
Shout out to the boys from Sonar Network. And specifically the hosts of Spooked.
Mm-hmm. And Tim from the Nerd Room.
Tim from the Nerd Room.
Yeah, he was our half of Sam the tech man during our live production. Tim did all the audio stuff.
Yeah, and you know what? He did it pretty smoothly too.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
He walked up, pressed record, and then he walked
away. Yeah,
and you know what?
True.
No problems the whole way.
The live show went pretty good. It
went good. Yeah,
we rifled through our material quite quickly. And then we had a bit of a Q&A, and then we listened to ourselves talk for about 10 minutes after that.
Yeah,
it was very good.
It was fun. It was honestly a great first live pod experience. Thanks to everyone that came out. We'll be releasing that episode at some point in the future.
Yeah, it'll be a surprise episode. It's also nice just hanging out again. I mean, we do so much shit for the podcast. Like, we don't really hang out all the time like we used to. So it was nice actually just spending the day fucking around and shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
And getting to fucking drink some really strong coffee.
Yeah, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this coffee that they had there, jeez. Like, I was buzzing. Like, literally, like, I was... No wonder we got through the shit so fast.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Like, it was fucking incredible.
It was actually, like, pretty impressive how quickly we rifled through everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so...
Yes.
Anything else that we have to plug coming up?
I think you have some stuff to plug.
Oh, well, shucks. I guess I do.
Yeah.
I honestly thought that we had something, and I realized we just did the expo, so it's just...
we have some. I'm sure we can. I have some things to talk after the podcast. Maybe we can do some things in the works.
Yeah.
For some more content coming soon.
Coming soon.
But you are coming soon to lots of small towns across Western Canada.
Lots of places. The places you will go. As I forget who wrote that book.
Oh,
I don't know.
Dr. Suss.
Is it Dr. Suss?
It is Dr. Suss.
I didn't know that. Okay. I thought it might be.
That's what I call Sam sometimes too. The way he looks at me, I call him Dr. Suss.
Dr. Suss.
Yeah, he's licking his lips right now.
I mean, he's more Dr. Sexy. I mean, come on. Look at that boy. Look at that boy.
Ooh, if you guys could see Sam. Ooh.
If you guys could see. Oh, he's showing us his abs right now.
Ooh.
Oh, my God. Oh, wow.
This guy looks like a Lou Ferrigno circa 1975, dude. Holy crap.
Lou Ferrigno? More like Lou Frigno.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
okay.
Sam the steroid man. Holy.
Sam the roid man.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw a TikTok of this like guy who's probably my size, maybe skinnier, and he's showing off. He's like, look what steroids did for me. And everybody's like, why the fuck are you taking steroids? Because he's showing all the negative effects, like the acne it happens because he had no fucking muscle mass for it to work.
Oh, no.
So
Disgusting.
he just basically shrunk his testicles and gave himself acne, is what you're saying?
His whole back was scarred, and everyone's like, you're a fucking moron for taking
Well, if he just wanted to get acne, he should just wear a backpack in the summer for about an hour and a half.
Or lay in butter.
Yeah,
Laying in butter is a great way to get acne.
I had a dream like that one time.
You had a dream like that?
Yeah.
Did you get acne in it?
No, I was just riding a cinnamon bun through a lake of butter.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. I don't control my dreams. Don't look at me like that. It's not like I chose for that to happen.
Jesus Christ, you're fucking dreaming about food? What the hell is wrong
dude,
with you,
I'm a
Aaron?
fat guy, dude. It's like it's a part of my personality. It just happens naturally.
You're like the food is my friends.
I don't know. It was a vibe, dude. The dream was great. Don't shit on my dreams.
You know what? Like I can't shit on you too much, but I have to ask this. Did the cinnamon bun have icing?
No, it wasn't sticky at all.
It wasn't a sticky
No,
cinnamon bun?
it wasn't like I was eating the bun. The bun was a vessel to travel through the butter river. Like it was like
Were you drinking the butter river?
No, I was just vibing, dude. Like I was like sit back. It was almost like it was like a tube.
What color was the sky?
The sky was kind of a pinkish hue.
So sunset?
Yeah.
Sunset on the butter river as Aaron drifts down in a cinnamon bun.
I don't always remember my dreams because usually I have night terrors. I have really bad night terrors most nights.
But when I do remember my dreams, it's food-based usually.
Yeah, that one was really good.
That's so fucking funny.
That's fan art.
Yeah.
I do too.
Going down
I
there.
want... This is... if somebody sends that in, that's going to be our first t-shirt.
It was hot too. It was nice.
Oh my god, that would be a sick fucking shirt. Okay, but hot butter doesn't sound nice.
No, like the butter wasn't hot, but like, it was a hot day.
So the butter was cold?
No, I just remember feeling warm. Like it's a dream. Like I can't go with all the details.
Okay, but
I remember being warm.
Did
like
you swim in the butter at all?
No.
Were there any fish in the butter?
Like this was like a very short part of a long, like epic tale in this dream.
Okay,
Yeah.
you gotta tell us the epic tale of this dream.
I don't remember all the details, but I do remember I watched like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory before I like maybe that week. So it was on my mind. It was in the.
It was in your.
It was rattling around in the REM vibes. Yeah, the REM sleep vibes. But yeah, I just like that's the only bit. Like I remember bits and pieces of the dream, but that was not the main plot line of the dream. I'm sure it wasn't.
Take a seat and you'll sip on a river that is made of butter.
But like it had to be warm.
On a cinnamon bun now. The sky's pink. Can you think of any more food to put inside your dream?
This wasn't recent either. I was like maybe 16 or 17 when this happened. Yeah, this is not like a recent dream.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
But yeah, it's great. It's a good dream. Yeah, I'm sure there was more to the plot line. I'm sure of it. I used to have a dream when I was younger that I was fucking a jouster all the time. That was like one of my
I had that too.
Yeah, one of my recurring dreams. I used to joust all the time. Yeah,
dude, I had the exact same recurring dream as a kid.
Wild, dude.
I'm not fucking kidding.
Yeah,
and I had like black armor.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, really?
No, I was wearing normal armor.
Oh, fuck.
But I could I remember it was like a first person. I had the little fucking square
the
slot.
slit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
that's fucking wild.
My other recurring dreams are not as fun. It's a dream when I was a kid that was recurring where I was getting chased by like a fucking like disfigured like creature with a chainsaw through like a Home Depot. Yeah.
Through a Home Depot?
Yeah. Yeah.
What triggered you with Home Depots?
I don't know, but I don't like them now.
Now this is Misfits on therapy.
Yeah, I tell you what, I don't like them now. But I'm a Lowe's guy. They used to chase me around, with the fucking chainsaw. This is like getting really deep for me.
I have a funny Home Depot story before I plug dates.
Go on.
During the pandemic, I was gonna like redo sand and then varnish Siobhan's parents' deck, right? We went to go rent a sander from Home Depot, and the guy behind the desk was being just a fucking dick beyond all belief. Like, just an absolute asshole. And so Siobhan's dad, the guy had his fucking mask down here. Siobhan's dad started feeding it back to him, and then he was like, hey, you should probably wear your mask like it's supposed to be worn. And then the guy went and like put it back over his face. And then we just walked away. It was fucking hilarious.
That's nice.
It was great. Okay, so I got
Yes.
dates coming up. Invermere, May 13th.
Woo-woo.
Swift Current on the 19th of May. That one is almost sold out.
Fuck
so
yeah,
Swift Current,
dude.
get your tickets soon.
Shout out to Swift Current.
Shout out to Swift Current.
the Broncos.
We're doing fucking crazy. The Broncos. Go Broncos.
Go Broncos.
Go Broncos. It's it's gonna be sweet. Medicine Hat on the 20th. Lots of tickets for that. Kelowna on the 27th. Lots of tickets for that too. So get your tickets soon.
Nice.
The other ones are selling really well.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna be in Victoria at some point in early June. Just have to nail down. I have the venue now. It's gonna be at the Mint. We just don't have a date,
Nice.
which is kind of annoying.
That's exciting, though.
Super fucking annoying.
That's exciting.
It's gonna be exciting. That one's gonna be fun. Siobhan's gonna be on that one. So is Patricia Ellen, who's a hilarious comic from Victoria. And then Nelson on the 29th of June. Gonna be at the Royal.
That's another fun one.
That's gonna be a fun one. And then Grand Prairie at some point in June as well. I think it's the 23rd.
The old
24th.
GP.
The old GP.
Nice.
And that'll be the tour. Also, I'm getting some tour shirts made. So hopefully by the time that the next time we record, I'll have some to show.
No, that's cool, man.
They're
I am very excited for you guys. Go support Spencer. He posted actually your clip on your Instagram the other day. It was quite funny.
yeah.
Yeah, you did it. That was good. I feel like we talked about that at some point.
We
yeah.
did because
Yeah.
Sam.
On the pod,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
yes. Well, Sam, it wasn't on the pod, but you had sent me you had sent us the video of the dude explaining the history of that, and then I was like, oh fuck, there's no way that I can't make a bit out of this.
Yeah.
Like there is just way too fucking.
Nah, it was
good.
very funny. Good job.
Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Let's do it.
we got to get into Sam's Today in Music History
Ooh.
for May 3rd. Now, we have a theme song
Yes,
for Sam's Today in Music History.
we sure do.
Sam's Today in Music History. All right. So,
All right.
in 1997, Katrina and the Waves won the Eurovision Song Contest in Dublin with the song Love Shine a Light, making them the first UK winners since Bucks Fizz in 1981.
I don't think I've listened to Katrina and the Waves.
I don't think I've listened to Bucks Fizz.
No. I just know the one Eurovision song that goes, you know that one? Yeah, I'm not your toy, not your toy. Yeah, she like she balks like a chicken.
Is that the What Does a Fox Say?
No,
No.
it's a whole different thing. And then I know Main Skin one too, which is which was cool. Yeah.
Come out of that show, though.
In 2014, American musician Bobby Gregg died, age 78. Gregg is best known for his work as a drummer on several seminal 1960 songs, including Bob Dylan's Like a Rolling Stone and Simon & Garfunkel's The Sound of Silence. He was also temporarily a member of the Hawks, which later became known as the band.
Nice. That's cool.
That's pretty cool. 1969, Jimi Hendrix was arrested by police on his way to Toronto for possession of hash and heroin. Hendrix claimed the drugs had been planted on him. Oh, yeah, that old fucking
Oh
excuse.
yeah, somebody put their really valuable drugs in my pocket.
Yeah, the fact that they're also in my system is just a coincidence. Ah.
For some reason, this guy stuck hundreds of dollars of drugs in my pocket. I don't know what was wrong with him.
I don't know why, but he also stuck a pipe in my mouth and lit it. I don't know.
He just makes poor financial decisions.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
You know, he's not a great drug dealer, but he's a really good friend.
Yeah, he just gives you drugs.
All right. In 2012, Paul McCartney and his wife, Nancy Chevelle, narrowly avoided a potentially deadly helicopter crash when their pilot became disoriented during a flight in bad weather and missed some trees by just 2 feet.
Sheesh.
Damn, that's pretty crazy. Most important one, in 1952, Christopher Cross was born. In 1997, Notorious B.I.G. started a 3-week run at #1 on the U.S. singles chart with his hit Hypnotize.
Nice.
A number 10 hit in the UK. 6 days later, the rapper was gunned down and killed on March 9th, 1997.
Damn.
Wait.
That doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any
May
sense.
9th, 1997?
Oh, that's probably me being dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. May 9th, 1997. I hope so. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
if not, this today in history is a couple months off.
Couple months.
Definitely May. That was just me typing fast.
In 1976, David Bowie played the first of 6 sold-out nights at Wembley on his Station to Station tour, his first UK gig in 3 years. And then in 2017, the Eagles filed a lawsuit against a hotel in Mexico that called itself the Hotel California after the band's hit song and album. The rock band claimed the 11-room hotel in Todos Santos actively encouraged guests to believe it is associated with them in order to sell merchandise. They claim the hotel plays Eagles songs in the lobby and sells T-shirts describing the venue as legendary. Yeah, that's a little shit. that sucks for the Eagles.
Welcome to the Hotel Tijuana.
Such a crappy place.
Such a crappy place.
You can never escape.
Never escape unless you jump over the border.
Getting gunned down on the streets of Tijuana. The cartel is here.
The cartel is here.
And they'll kill you if you're queer.
Probably.
They probably will. They're not a good people. Okay. The cartel's actually very scary.
Yeah, it's very, very scary.
I know that I just made a pretty fucking dark joke, but
yeah, we should probably not go to Mexico now.
I don't. You know what? That's okay because they are not. They have no influence in Chile.
It's true,
And
but
we
that's
are
not
the
in Mexico.
Number one
That's
English-speaking music history podcast in Chile.
I feel like the cartel has a lot of influence everywhere.
Kind of going through some
Yeah.
shit lately.
But you know what? But you know what? We're here to get them through it.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. All right. Releases on this day. Limp Bizkit's The Unquestionable Truth
Nice.
Part 1. The Cure's Pornography. Cyndi Lauper's Shine.
Nice.
Bob Dylan's Fixin' to Die. And Bananarama's Pop Life.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That's a good lineup.
All right. So, every episode on Misfits on Vinyl, we talk about an album. Sometimes it's a really popular one. Sometimes it's one of our favorites. Sometimes it hits the Venn diagram of all three. This one is just one of our favorites.
Yeah.
It doesn't really hit the other side of the Venn
Yeah.
diagram.
I think it's popular in a certain
It's popular
style
in
of people.
circles,
Yeah.
and it's definitely got its following. But compared to some of the other ones that we've covered, doesn't hit the same
No.
scale.
No,
Scope,
I would
size.
agree with that. I would agree with
So
that.
the album that we are covering this week is Peach Pits Being So Normal.
Whoa!
All right, and Lightning Bolt. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Pew! Maybe this time it'll be in there. We'll have lightning bolts and the sound of lightning. Okay, so about this album. Released September 19th, 2017 through Kingfisher Blues Records. It's an indie pop rock album. It's their debut LP. It was named after negative feedback they received from the judges of a Battle of the Bands contest. Thematically, the album follows the narrator as he copes with intense self-destructive aftermath of a bad breakup. But it kind of just sounds like a collection of songs that are like almost told as if your friend is telling you a story.
Yeah.
And there just happens to be guitar there.
Yeah, I feel like too. It's like the lyrics certainly have a lot of depth, but you don't have to. Like if you're not paying attention, it's just groovy and
It's
chill.
just groovy.
Yeah,
It's good. It's good fucking surf rock.
the guitar is very nice.
Oh my god, the guitar is just fucking incredible. The riff in Chagu's Side Turn is just one of my favorites. Okay, so this album was produced by Daniel Klenner, who co-owned the Space Studios in Vancouver, along with Peach Pit. He worked with We Are the City, Shad, and the Tourist Company.
Nice.
And Harley Small, former frontman and lead singer of the Vancouver indie rock band There, which is a great fucking name.
How's it spelled?
There as in like the possessive, and then there as in like the place.
Nice.
Yeah. He studied music production at the Nimbus School of Recording Arts in 2013.
The old Flying Nimbus School
The
of
old Flying
Recording,
Nimbus School.
Recording Arts.
So the album was mastered by Brock McFarlane, who has mixed records for Mother and The Brass Action. He began his career in audio studying physics at the University of Alberta. This led to audio engineering at Pacific Audio Visual Institute in Vancouver, where he received his honors diploma.
Nice.
So nice little Alberta connection there.
Nice little Alberta connection. Lots of Canadian connections.
Lots of Canadian connections. The album did not chart, but found popularity amongst the indie crowd and found their music popping up on like college radio, streaming playlists, and CBC radio.
Yeah, nice.
So it was the first thing that like really brought them to, I think, a lot of people's attention, myself included.
We were talking about this earlier about how we discovered the band. I found it out because I used to make Spotify playlists where I would like put 10 songs I wanted as like the vibe, 10 songs I knew, and then I would add the similar to these tracks at the bottom, and that's how I got discovered. I discovered Peach Pit.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, so it was Peach Pit. Peach Pit is the first song I heard, and then I got into this stuff.
That's super cool. The first song I heard that like got me into them was Chagu's Side Turn.
Yeah, you love that song.
I fucking love that song.
Yeah.
But the reason I got introduced to them was because a friend of mine, an actor in the city, also an accomplished actor.
Nice.
Joel David Taylor. He during Shakespo, when I was doing like the Instagram takeover, I was like, what's your pre-show song to everyone? And that was the one that he picked, and it was like the only song in that library of songs that I still listen to.
Nice. Nice. I'm sure there were some stinkers in there.
There were a few duds, let me just say. There was also like Dragon Force. Like, how is this your pre-show song? Okay, so about the artist.
Yeah.
Okay, so often described as sad pop and surf rock, they are an indie pop rock band through and through. Very popular in Canada and around the world now, but like here they're doing way bigger venues than a lot of places in the world that they were touring. The group formed when high school friends Neil Smith and Chris Vanderkoy decided to collaborate on a music project in 2014. Then Peter Wilton and Mikey Pascuzzi joined them on bass and drums. In June 2016, the band released the EP Sweet F.A., produced and recorded by Smith's former roommate, Harley Small, at the Space Studios in Vancouver.
Nice.
Now, Peach Pit went viral after a fan in the Philippines had a popular online video where he shared the song, and soon they started gaining fans all over the world who connected with Smith's melancholic, even depressive lyrics drawn from his own life experience.
That's cool. There's a band here in Calgary, Sea Lettuce, and they had a song, Leave You Alone, and it was featured on like a meme page on Instagram, and now it's got like over 1 million streams on fucking Spotify. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was on a meme. It was like played over a meme on Instagram, and they just blew up the song.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool. So those little things can, one person picks up your song and throws it on a video, especially now with TikTok, dude.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! Like TikTok, you can have half a verse. We talked about this before. You can have half a verse that's fire, and your fucking whole song blows up.
It's crazy too that artists will write specifically stuff for TikTok.
Yeah, just like a 5 second,
a 5 second,
like a
thing.
10-second clip in a 3-minute song, and then people won't recognize the song. Yeah,
yeah, and it's funny too because like it's good that it can expose people to your music, but it's almost like that double-edged sword of you're like, it's nice that they're being exposed to my music, but do they actually give a fuck about my music?
They only like people are just playing the 5-second clip over and over and over again. Yeah, you're not wrong. But that's cool. That's a cool. I didn't know that they blew up because of a Filipino man in a video.
Yeah. Well, it did not specify the gender of the fan.
Oh,
so it could have been a Filipino woman.
A Filipino fan. Sorry.
Filipino fan.
Sorry, I apologize.
That's okay.
I apologize to the entire country of the Philippines.
I also apologize to the entire country of the Philippines. I'm sorry I can't go there on tour right now. That's why I would apologize.
Yeah, sorry. You guys are really missing out.
Okay, so vocalist and rhythm guitar Neil Smith was formerly a part of the band Dogwood and Delilah. Smith and bassist Peter Wilton formerly worked as Amazon delivery drivers. Guitarist Christopher Vanderkoy worked at a local Vancouver brewery, and drummer Mike Pescuzzi worked as a carpenter.
Nice.
And then the band quit their jobs to go on tour. And
that's the dream.
it was like North America, Europe, and Asia from 2017 to 2018. And they have been touring steadily ever since that first album. They performed at Bonnaroo, Shaky Knees Fest, CBC Music Festival, and Capitol Hill Block Party in 2019.
Oh, that's cool.
And I thought that was pretty cool. Bonnaroo would be fucking crazy.
Yeah,
One of your
Bonnaroo.
first festivals is Bonnaroo.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. They signed on to Columbia Records for their next album, You and Your Friends, which was released on April 3rd, 2020. It was produced by Grammy winner John Congleton, who worked with The Roots and St. Vincent, and that was who he won the Grammy with, was St. Vincent for Best Alternative Album. The Edmonton Journal gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and it includes the banger Shampoo Bottles.
Nice.
Which is, I think, a great
It is a
fucking
great
tune.
song.
Oh, so good. Okay, so now what's really interesting is I read this in one of the articles that was talking about them. Peach Pit aren't following a traditional playbook for success, which explains why back in December of 2021 they showed up as the surprise guests for a charity Christmas show hosted by Kingfisher Blues, their former label. They played for free and helped the label raise over $11,000 for Crisis Center of BC's 1-800-Suicide helpline.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool that they still link up with their old label too, and yeah.
And they have a lot of love there because Smith said, as long as we're a band, we're going to be working with Tim on shows. It's nice when we get to play the Kingfisher Blues shows because then we are tapped back into the Vancouver scene and we get to see all the bands that we've met over the years. So they still got a lot of love for like not just their old label, but Vancouver as a whole.
Yeah, and the music scene there.
And speaking of the music scene, because this came from Exclaim, when talking about the Vancouver music scene, Smith said, those early days of our band playing all sorts of DIY shows in Vancouver, I didn't realize it at the time, but they were the best of times. I really liked playing those shows, and now we're a little bit out of touch, which is kind of more sad than anything. So a little bit of longing there.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, I don't know if we talked about this yet. We saw them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this would have been like just about a year ago.
It was just over a year ago.
Yeah, we saw
it
them
was
on
420.
420. 2022.
Yes.
Yeah, look at me.
And at McEwen Hall.
At Mac Hall.
Which was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking packed.
It was insanely packed. We mostly just hung out in the beer garden section.
Yeah,
because it was still pretty COVID-y at that time, and the large group of people at the front made me a little uncomfortable at the time. I wasn't quite ready to be moshing.
You weren't ready to mingle.
Yeah, and then I fucking a few months later was like, who gives a shit?
Who cares?
Let's go.
Yeah, no, we had a great time.
Yeah, we had a really good time.
Smoked a little doob.
The one thing I will say, I'm still holding it against them. They did not play Chagu's side turn.
I know.
And I was so fucking sad about that.
Spencer was yelling it
I was
from
so
the back.
fucking
We're way in the
sad.
back, and he's like, play Chagu!
I wanted them to so badly, and they didn't. And then when they came back on for an encore, they started playing Tommy's Party, which is great. And then after they got to the second verse, they stopped. Like, the whole band stopped, and they were like, sorry, we just smoked some weed before the encore here. I forgot how to play the song. Just give me a second. And then they restarted it.
Yeah.
So a 9-minute long song became a 12-minute long song, which was pretty good, but fucking disappointing when I'm like, no, I wanted to see Chagu's side turn, you fucks.
No, it was a great show. That was, like we mentioned it before, that was kind of where we all rekindled the fire between the three of us.
That was where the romance started to build up again.
Yeah, and for me it was fun because I was gonna go alone. Like, and then you got tickets last minute.
Yeah.
And then Sam was going, and I saw Sam was there. I texted Sam. I was like, I don't even know if I texted you. I think I ran into you. Yeah, I think I ran into you. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I just ran into you. So I was planning on going alone.
Yeah, because it was like very last minute that we got tickets, like Siobhan and I. But it was like I knew that we would run into you there, but I didn't know that you were going to be there too. So then it was like, we all just kind of hung out in the fucking back corner. It was great.
Yeah, it was a vibe.
I actually vibe like that. I love concerts like that where you just get to hang out with your homies.
Yeah, it was a great show. So shout out to them. They Killed it at Mac Hall.
Yeah.
Come back.
Please come back.
Yeah, come back.
Their third album, 2 to 3, was released March 4th, 2022 through RCA Records. It's more toned down than their previous work. It adds acoustic and organic elements, and that was all because of their producer, Robbie Lakritz. Now, Lakritz is super impressive because he's worked with a lot of really big indie artists that we love, including The Weather Station, and he was the producer on the Bahamas Earth Tones.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty crazy.
That kind of makes sense now. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Now, okay, so I have to say this because this is something... Okay, I was listening... we were listening to this album last night.
Just the wheels... The wheels started turning in my head. The gears started clicking to get... I was like, that makes sense now.
You made orgasmic noises about it.
Yeah. Just anytime you mention that album, I get warm and fuzzy. I do, dude. I love it.
Bahamas Earth Tones.
Yeah, I want to lay on my tummy with my feet like this and kick them in the air. Yeah, with my hand in my chin. He's a Bahamas Earth Tones. That's how it makes me feel on the inside. That's how I feel when you mention that album.
That's definitely the clip right there.
Yeah, it's my happy place. I love that.
Oh fuck. Okay, so I have a funny thing to say. So last night when we were listening to Peach Pit, Siobhan was like, I was like, yeah, it was cool when we got to see these guys live, and meaning Peach Pit, and then she's like, yeah, I've seen the Bahamas a few times. And she was like, she legit thought that Peach Pit was the Bahamas. It made me very sad.
You know, I think that's similar to like you calling me an accomplished actor. It's an honor. It's an honor to be compared to the Badamas.
The Badamas?
Yeah. I don't think they sound that similar, but
no, I think like I would put them in the same playlist.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like
the vibes are the same.
The vibes are the same.
I'm all about the vibes.
All about those vibes, dude.
But no, I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd. They don't sound that similar, but.
Okay, so the last thing about the artist.
Yeah.
Claire Sudel of the Michigan Daily said that this album was a great deal more mature, where previous projects fell short of establishing a full-fledged identity. From 2 to 3 does all that and more. The Vancouver outfit has been known to play with thick washes of reverb and unique indie guitar licks in the past. Here, they sound cleaner and more resonant than ever in what seems to be their most full-grown record to date.
Yeah, that's a very accurate statement regarding this album.
Yeah.
Yeah, she nailed it.
She fucking hit it on the head.
She nailed it.
And last thing about them.
Yeah.
This summer, they're going to be at Lollapalooza.
Ooh.
Which is pretty fucking cool.
The old Lollapalooza.
I wish I could go. All right, so track list. We got, I mean, this album's got some bangers on it. We got Alrighty Aphrodite, Being So Normal, Tommy's Party, Chagu's Side Turn, Techno Show, Drop the Guillotine, and Sam said Private Presley, because seeing that live changed his life.
Yeah.
Changed my brain chemistry.
It changed his brain chemistry.
Yeah, wow. We were so in sync there. Wow.
It's like we're syncing up.
It's like we're sitting next to each other and talking.
It's like we're becoming the same person.
No, that song was like mind-blowing, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, I still remember like getting goosebumps when the guitar solo kicks in. Like the lighting was perfect. Like whoever produced that show live.
Yeah, the lighting was really good. The whole show was good. And I mean, I love a concert where there's like a good hue of pot in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's always the best.
Yeah, it was amazing how many people were just smoking inside.
20, baby.
It's always hilarious to me because I'm like, what the fuck? I've had one experience of I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not, but I'm gonna be as vague as possible without giving away any details here. But when we lived in Toronto, I went to see a comedian who is they've got a following, like they've got like a cult following, right? I went to go see them at a club in Toronto. And because I was friends with one of the openers, I was hanging out with them afterwards in the club, and then we ended up smoking a joint on the stage in the fucking empty club.
Nice.
And I was like, this is so weird. And then I took a picture with, like we had a picture of like the three of us smoking a joint on the stage, and then I got a frantic phone call on the way home about deleting the photo, and I was like,
damn,
such a bummer. That
is a bummer. I once partook in the marijuana when I was in high school at the Saddle Dome at a Kings of Leon concert. And
I didn't know your dad had Kings.
Yeah. Anyways, we were like had like this vape pen thing, and the guy behind us just fucked with us hard. He was like, "You guys can't be smoking in here. Like, I'm an undercover cop. Like, if I was on duty, like, you guys be in handcuffs right now." And we were all, like, fucking 15, 16 years old. Like, I was shaking in my boots. And he let it go on for about 5 minutes. He's like, "I'm just fucking with you." Yeah, it was very funny. And then the craziest thing that fucking happened the whole night, this guy was, like, 3 or 4 rows behind us. We were in the second bowl right at the front.
Yeah.
Right where the lip is or whatever, where the concrete is. And this guy fell, like, 3 or 4 rows down and hit my friend. And my friend... on the edge, he was like, he wasn't falling over the edge, but he was leaning over the edge, and the guy fucking barreled right into the concrete. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, it was fucked up. And his girl, he was so drunk, and his girlfriend or his wife, whoever was next to him, she just got up and walked away. She just left. She was so mad. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. So that was not the vibe, but the Kings of Leon were good.
Yeah,
it was a good concert.
I imagine Kings of Leon would be great.
I've actually seen them twice. They're good.
Yeah,
yeah, they're good. Good concert. Yeah.
God, they were definitely a part of my high school mix.
Mm-hmm.
I'd throw that shit on all the time.
Yeah, Come Around Sundown's a good album.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, so last thing we got to get into here is the reception.
Mm-hmm.
This was actually the hardest album to find a lot of reception about.
Yeah, this album, I mean, it's funny. We were both writing the document today. I'm impressed with the amount of research. You know, this wasn't a Wikipedia article for the two of us today.
This was everywhere except for Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Their Wikipedia is shorter than Brittany Lysing's Wikipedia, which is fucking crazy.
They have a very short Wikipedia. Yeah.
They have a very short Wikipedia. Okay, so Sydney Zachary of Melted Magazine said, "In a more developed and refined way, Peach Pit carries over their signature nostalgic groove from their first release to Being So Normal, embodying all kinds of emotion in a short and sweet collection of 9 tracks. Being So Normal is a golden hour of an album that is, of course, worth a listen." And then Shannon Schumacher of Prelude Press stated, self-described chewed bubblegum pop band Peach Pit is relatively new, only formed in early 2016, but their debut full-length release, Being So Normal, they have effortlessly carved out a sound that is all their own, situated between moody shoegaze and the brighter, fuzzier indie sound similar to that of Mac DeMarco. Being So Normal is the perfect album to bring summer to a close and lazily welcomes fall. She ended her review by saying that the cool thing about Peach Pit's sound is that it's easy to imagine the band playing in tiny, sweaty venues and bars alongside jam bands, but they also would be right at home at massive festival stages.
That's another good, That's another good statement.
It's amazing that, like, when you find actual reviews, the statements are a lot more impressive.
Yeah, when you find people that actually have good things to say. Yeah, not even just good things to say, actually pinpointing
it
and making some, some things besides, I don't really like it. It's not for me.
Yeah.
It's not like their old stuff.
It could be better. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
That's kind of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say that kind of just described how we reviewed the album.
8 out of 10. Anyway,
8 out of 10.
On Album of the Year, user ratings was 78 out of 100, ranking at 138 on all of the albums released in 2017. Rate Your Music, it sits at a 3.57 out of 5, from 1,580 reviews.
Nice.
It sits on number 40 for albums released in 2017. Discog reviewers' average rating was 4.66 out of 5. And All Right Aphrodite was on the Billboard Canada Rock Charts for 15 weeks, peaking at number 37. Number 67 on iTunes. And Tommy's Party was number 52 on the Irish radio charts.
Ooh.
that was a lot of stuff to try and find.
I mean, Aphrodite's one of their top songs, but I love Tommy's Party. I still listen to that on a regular basis. Yeah.
I think Tommy's Party is like my favorite one, but it's also because it I think connects with me right now with like, you know, that kind of sort of like realizing like you're not in your early 20s anymore. You're not like your friend groups are all different. So like the whole point of the song about like, you know, not really being able to have the fucking all-nighter experience with your boys again.
Well, I thought Sam put it a really good way. I don't want to steal your point, Sam, but Sam was talking about between the verses when the guitar comes up, how that's like kind of like represents like anxiety and things like that. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Like, it's a very good point because he's talking about, you know, the girl, he's talking about, you know, telling this story. And then the guitar just fucking shreds in between. And it's a total tonal shift from the, you know, the verses. So
it is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, I thought it's a very good point, Sam.
That is a really.
I might have butchered the wording of how you said it.
Like, yeah. Anxiousness, like you feel it building up, and then like when that one line hits and the guitar just
it's
that same like.
Yeah, you're right. It's the build up of like you're anxious. Yeah, it was nice.
Hey there, bud.
You used to be with, and you're seeing not horrible things, but something you don't want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and it's funny because like I guess the way that I've always kind of seen the song, like it just reminds me of like of that feeling of trying to tell your friends something, you know, like of like trying to, like not trying to tell them something, trying to really like keep that fucking thing going.
Yeah, well, it's like it's kind of similar to what you're saying, but I view it as like, you know, things are different now. You can hold on to that feeling and you can try to reminisce about it. It's like, you know, it's like running into somebody you used to have, you know, share so much moments and memories and a big chunk of your life with, and they're almost strangers now, and you get that it's that weird feeling. It's like, oh, I know so much about you, you know so much about me as a person, but we just do like surface small talk. Yeah, you know, it's like, you know, whether it's a best friend or an ex-girlfriend, whatever it is, right? You share, you know, so many moments together, and then you pass for whatever reason, you guys drift apart, and then you run into each other, and you're just like you're having this small talk, and you just like don't acknowledge or don't even, you know, it's so weird because you have all these emotions tied up in it, and you just like, you know, talk about how you doing, how's, you know. It's such a strange feeling when those things happen in life.
I kind of connect it to like my best friends from high school, you know, where I'm like I don't really see them very often, and when I do, it's not like it's uber weird, but it is like, man, I feel like we're different people than we were 10 years ago. So I don't know how like the conversation's supposed to flow.
And sometimes you can come back from that too. Like, I mean, I had a friend that I was really, really good friends with, and we drifted apart for a couple years, and then we reconnected, and we've become good friends again. It is different though. Yeah. You know, we're different people now than we were, you know, when we were 18 or 19 years old.
Oh yeah.
You know, we're completely different people. We've had, you know, different life experiences, but we're still able to, you know, it took a little bit of effort, it took some time to rekindle that friendship. But at first it certainly had a lot of those feelings. You were like, you know, it was awkward, and you had, you know, stuff that was unsettled, and you know, now we've become good friends again. So.
The unsettled stuff is the most uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's better just to talk about it.
It's way better just to talk about it.
As tough as it can be sometimes, it's better just to lay it on the table and say how you feel about something than leave it and let it still stew inside of you.
Yeah. And that's why we're good friends, because we are both pretty fucking blunt with each other.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, we certainly had rough patches in our time before. I mean, when we moved out, when you left Toronto, I mean, we didn't leave. I wouldn't say we left on bad terms. We didn't live on great terms either.
Yeah.
Though. There was still a lot of stuff in the air, and there was a lot of awkward, you know, energy for a while. And
there was a lot of very awkward energy, and it was also like. We were both in very different places too, so it wasn't like we could really connect with each other either, because it was like, what the fuck are we going to talk about? Like, well, you know, like
we were both going through tough times, and we just weren't talking about it with each other because, you know, we both knew that we were having shitty times.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, we could either sit in our shit and stew in it and be miserable, or, you know, we could just, you know,
fucking move on and just, yeah. Because, like, it was really funny because then I remember a couple of months later, I phoned you the one day. Well, I had messaged you, and then we had a phone call. And it was like none of that shit happened.
No.
Because we had both, like, moved past that fucking shit. But it was like, it did take some time. And I feel like it's also okay to sometimes be like, shit needs to breathe for a bit.
Yeah, well, I feel like we talked about it too. Like,
yeah.
you know, and in the grand scheme of things, it's very small stuff. And when you get the bigger picture too, now 3 or 4 years later, it's like you were taking care of what was best for you. I had to do what was best for me too, right? And the fact that we're here now, it's still great buddies. Yeah, it took some time, but it's you know, that's how the ebbs and flows of relationships, ebbs and flows of life.
I'll also say I feel like it's just mostly a Toronto thing too.
Yeah,
pretty fucking shithole of a fucking place to live.
You're not wrong.
My God, it's a fun place to visit. Not a fun place to live.
Yeah, I had a really, like I say, I had one really bad year there, and then I had one fucking awesome year.
Yeah.
But when the time was done, I knew the time was up. Yeah. Like when I left, I was like, yeah, I think this, like as soon as I came back and started getting my life together here, I was like, yeah, that was probably the best choice I made.
Yeah, and that was kind of how I felt too. Like it was within 2 months of coming back here that my life just dramatically improved, and I was like, oh, okay. It like obviously I was going through some shit, but man, that city did not help.
No, and for me, like it was tough when I first moved there because I didn't have a lot of friends. And I had you, we were roommates, right?
Yeah.
So like, you know, I know there was pressure on you as well. But it took me a bit of time to make a group of friends, and, you know, have a good group of people around me to spend my time with. And the first chunk of my time there, I was spending a lot of time by myself. Yeah. It was fucking lonely. And I know you experienced the same thing when you first moved there. It's fucking miserable, you know, not having friends to hang out with, especially because we're very social, we're outgoing people, and just spending all your time by your fucking self is miserable, man.
It's fucking, it's not fun.
But you learn a lot about yourself. And we grew as people.
And you know what? That's the main thing.
That's all that matters.
Now, every episode.
Good wholesome chat.
Every episode, hands to Sam. Every episode we just on Misfits on Vinyl, we review the album at the end out of 10. We review on technical, musical, lyrics, album art, reception, and does it hold up? Okay, so technical element. Well, it does have a unique sound. I do think that hearing their later stuff and hearing how much better it can be mixed, I would give it a little bit of a lower rating. I think that like. There is some of, like, it does sound good. Yeah. And it's not like it sounds horrible.
No.
But I would probably go like a 7 out of 10, honestly.
I think you're right about that. I think they moved to bigger studios and they got involved with, you know, the bigger, I don't know how to word it, but you're right. Yeah. You're right. That's all I'm saying.
The pitchiness can be good or bad.
I'll go with 7.
Yeah. I think 7. Musical, you know,
the guitar is very good.
Guitar is very fucking good.
I liked a lot of the song structures. I like the one part in Tommy's Party when it cuts. Everything cuts and he's like, hey. Just fucking awesome. I think I'm going to come in at an 8.
An 8?
Yep.
I'd meet you with an 8. So we're at a 7.5 right now. Lyrics, I would go pretty high on. I do think that lyrically it's a strong album. I think there's some lines that really hit home. But then there's also just some funny ones, like even in Tommy's Party, there's some funny, you know, like, how'd it go last night? I saw you at the bandstand looking pretty slammed, you know, like some funny lyrics in there. I'd probably go like 8.5 for lyrics.
She was fucked up too. Ooh. I'll go high. I mean, they're deep enough lyrics to, you know, incite like a 10-minute life conversation we just had. Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna go 8 on it. I'll go 8. They're 8. Great. They're great lyrics, and it's mixed well with, you know, some of the songs are really upbeat, you know, groovy guitar songs, but the lyrics still hold a lot of weight to them. So I'm gonna go an 8.
8. So we're at like a 7.8 right now. Album art. It's kind of like I mean, like I'm not okay. I don't hate it, but it's not like if I didn't know the band, would I pick up the album just because of that? You know what I mean? Like the back of the album looks really good.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything to write home about.
Like I'd probably be like a 6.
Yeah, I think that's fair. One thing I actually learned that I didn't see in your document there, when they went on tour for this album, they wore the same clothes the entire time.
Ooh.
Yeah, every show.
I should do that on my tour.
Yeah.
I have a week in between some of these dates.
Just never take them off.
Just never take them off.
Yeah.
Tour clothes, baby.
Yeah. Should wear those shorts. I really like those shorts.
I don't know why you're complimenting these shorts.
I really like them, dude. They're fucking cool. Let me compliment your shorts, man. I like your shorts.
Okay, so we're at
cool shorts.
We're at a 7.5 right
Great
now.
shorts.
Reception.
It's good length.
Pretty well received.
I think I rate them like a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10 on those shorts.
Okay.
And I'm receiving them about a 10 out of 10 because they're great shorts.
Okay, so
technically, the elements on those shorts. I mean, the hemming is nice. The pockets look deep. The logo's good. So I'm going to give those shorts maybe about an 8 out of 10. Musically, I bet they sing and dance really well. Lyrically, they I mean, yeah, you could fill them out a little bit more.
What the fuck?
Sorry, dude. Just love those shorts.
Reception. It was pretty well received.
Yes.
Yes.
I
would actually be interested to see, like, in 10 years where it holds in terms of, like, with the rest of their discography.
Do you think it's going to gain popularity over time, or?
I don't know. I think that, because the reason that I say I'd be interested to see is because, like, when this came out, people were like, wow, this is amazing, and this is like a unique sound coming from this band and everything. And then as each album that they've released, reviewers have nutted over and been like, this is way better than their last projects.
Yeah.
So I'd be interested to see where it holds up in the grand scheme of things 10 years from now, because I wonder if it's going to be an album that, like, reviewers are going to fucking pan 10 years from now and be like, you know, it wasn't no fucking 2 to 3.
I don't think so, because I mean, it's kind of that kind of reminds me of what happened with, like, the Arctic Monkeys. Is like people were like creaming over their new stuff, but then you go back and listen to their old stuff, and it's a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had that. I've been listening to 2 to 3 for, like, this whole year. I fucking love that album, and then returning to this, like, I forgot how great this album is.
Yeah.
So I personally think it'll gain popularity over time. I think the more albums they release and the bigger the band gets, you know, the more, you know, critical reception they receive.
Yeah.
More, people will start revisiting the old stuff. And
I think because of, like, the average score is 78 out of 100, right? So we'd have to give it an 8 out of 10 for reception.
Yeah.
And does it hold up? I'd say yeah.
I think so too.
So I believe we're at, like, a 7.75 out of 10.
That's a very fair rating.
Very fair rating. All right.
Good
Well,
shit.
that dog is going crazy. With that being said, this has been another episode of Misfits on Vinyl.
It has. And I just want to say one more thing before we get off today. Well, I have 2 things to say. If you guys want us to review any of the albums you like to listen to, shoot us an email, shoot us a DM. We have yet to get one. So fucking shoot us a message. We'd love to review the albums you like. And the last thing I want to say is those are really great shorts, Spencer.
God damn you. God damn you and my shorts.
Thanks, guys.
I'm
going to
take off my shorts now.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much for watching Anal Contusions. I forgot to do that at the Comic Expo. I was going to say it very slowly. I was going to go anal contagion.
Anal contagion.
Anal contagion.
Good episode. Thank you for listening to this episode of Misfits on Vinyl, hosted by Spencer Streichert and me, Aaron Walsh, and of course produced by Sam the Tech Man, Sam Lindsay. If you like us, please rate us, subscribe to us, share us. Our socials are Misfits on Vinyl Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. If you want to send us an email with any suggestions or criticisms, we love that shit, so send it away. It's misfitsonvinyl@gmail.com. We love you guys. Thank you.